Welcome back to Brother Wolf, Sister Moon Divination. Hello, my dear fellow spirit workers. I hope you're doing well. Today, I wanted to continue with my selected readings. I found this really interesting graduate thesis from 2015 from Naropa University, and the graduate student's name, Ryan Harrison. The title of the thesis is called The Spiral of the Hero: How the archetypal figures of the tarot's major arcana correlate with the levels of consciousness as described in Ken Wilber's Spiral of Development. Very interesting, and I appreciate how they are drawing from Jungian psychology and the importance of tarot and the archetypes in relation to consciousness and one's development and evolution. So there's certainly a strong degree of developmental psychology embedded in this spiral model that's being discussed, the Wilber's model. So I wanted to share some of this with you. So I hope you'll enjoy it. And I've added some overlap with color associations. So how, as spirit workers, you're probably already familiar with the fact that colors have different energies, not just in terms of the electromagnetic spectrum, different lights bouncing different hues and different energy that we can see as a result of our rods and cones. But we really only see a very small portion of the electromagnetic spectrum. So we're going to focus on colors and their correspondences and how you can employ them in your spirit work. Because colors certainly have an important place in spirit work depending on what you're working on, what you're doing. And I also like how this ties back to self-development and consciousness development. And then it links to Jungian psychology about the journey of the self. Okay, so let's get started. All right, so the beginning of the thesis talks about the spiral development model, and it really looks at different levels of progression and evolution of the individual, and it talks about consciousness and how, of course, as one goes through different struggles and challenges, one develops character and learns from those mistakes and evolves into higher levels of the spiral. And the author goes on to talk about three principal authors: Wilber, Cohen, and Beck. And so examining their theoretical assertions about self-development and consciousness development. And what the author's done is linked that developmental model to the tarot and linked it to Jung and Jungian psychology and examining the archetypes, looking how, in a way, how the tarot sort of tells a story of development from the very naive fool all the way to the higher levels of the tarot, leading to the world. So let's look at some more of the details of this thesis. It's very interesting, and then I will get to the color part that I want to share with you. Okay, so I want to go ahead and read you the abstract or summary of the thesis. This paper proposes that the orderly sequence of the 22 cards of the tarot's major arcana, known as the Journey of the Hero, is a symbolic representation of consciousness evolution, equivalent to Ken Wilber's consciousness mapping system, called the Spiral of Development, a treatment of Donald Beck and Christopher Cowan's system spiral dynamics. A summary of the Spiral of Development is presented, as well as a thorough look at each of the tarot trump cards and their relevance and relation to the spiral. an analysis of the two systems, comparison is presented, and suggestions for raising consciousness from both Wilbur's and the Tarot's perspective are offered. Okay, so let's get into it. This is an excerpt. Wilbur states that human beings have available to them an extraordinary spectrum of consciousness, reaching from pre-personal to personal to transpersonal states. This allows for an incalculable continuum of human consciousness, from the most simple to the most multifaceted and complex, while simultaneously suggesting a person's overall development follows no linear sequence whatsoever. So, in essence, the spiral dynamic model of Wilbur looks at how one evolves and goes through these different spirals or turns of life, and we learn and grow from each level. And he also cautions that not one level is better or worse than the other, but part of the larger spectrum. And so, as if a tapestry of all of our experiences that hopefully lead us to higher states of consciousness and an evolved sense of personhood and altruism, and getting past just simple egocentric desires and needs towards a more higher state of consciousness and empathy and morals and values and caring for others and the community. And so very fascinating. And being that it's a spiral, it might visit some of those, not so evolved places, but as a part of a lesson to have been relearned, and goes back up again, having gained more insights and wisdom from that, perhaps revisit or maybe going backwards a bit. And so does the tarot, if you think about it, looking at the hero's journey of the tarot, starting with the naive fool and then moving up through the higher, more complex manifestations of the different archetypes. Anyone who gets a reading can also find that, well, here it is. Seems I'm having to relearn that lesson again, or there was some element, some karmic element of that lesson I didn't completely understand the first time, and so karma has it revisiting me so that I can learn and grow from it. Something like that. Okay, so let's go on to what the author talks about with the journey of the hero, which gets more into the tarot and the different archetypes and their color associations. The tarot and the journey of the hero. Though often thought of as an oracular or fortune-telling device, tarot cards have been gaining respect as a viable psychological tool in certain circles. While the history of the system of the 78 cards is still highly debatable, Jungian psychologists and their supporters have acknowledged, quote, there is a progression in the tarot trumps of the soul's initiation into higher consciousness. Considered a symbolic map of consciousness, the tarot's journey of the hero, the sequence of the 22 archetypal imaged cards, offers those familiar with its images the opportunity to view their own consciousness evolution from its most humble beginnings to its most promising possibilities. Sociologist and anthropologist Dr. Curtis Hoffman has suggested that the collective unconscious and its archetypes somehow became socially or even genetically encoded into the human species through prehistoric and common experience. In addition, research into neuronal development and connections has also found evidence of consistent packets or modules of neurons that may turn out to be the physical correlate to the archetypes. For Jung, the unconscious, especially the collective, is the surest source of wisdom. Jung wrote, "The unconscious mind is capable, at times, of assuming an intelligence and purposiveness which are superior to actual conscious insight. A crucial factor determining how conscious we are is whether we attend to the messages of the unconscious and to what degree we are able to make the unconscious conscious. The only barrier between us and the wealth of already inherited wisdom is our inability to access it, understand it, and integrate it. One of the ways that Jungian analysts approach the work of individuation is through active imagination. The general understanding behind this approach is that bringing contents of the unconscious to the conscious mind integrates them and furthers our development. As Jung was fascinated by the symbology of the tarot, regarding the major arcana, figures as examples of archetypes of the collective unconscious. Working with the journey of the hero is a practical path toward raising one's consciousness. And an important part of individuation and integrating these symbols, which come deep from the unconscious, the collective unconscious, into our conscious mind and employing them in our day-to-day life towards improving ourselves, gaining greater insights, our own personal evolution, and reaching our potential. Okay, so let's go into some of these different colors and their attributes and associations and how we can employ them in our spirit work. Beige. In metaphysical and spiritual contexts, beige is often associated with qualities of neutrality, grounding, and balance. While it may not have as intense or vibrant associations as colors like red or purple, beige is viewed as a color that brings harmony and peace in spiritual work. Here are some key metaphysical qualities attributed to beige: stability and grounding, neutrality and non-attachment, calmness and comfort, balance, purity and simplicity, protection and safeguarding. In summary, beige serves as a stabilizing, calming, and neutralizing force in metaphysical work, helping to create a balanced and grounded spiritual space. Purple. In spiritual and metaphysical contexts, the color purple is often associated with a variety of transformative, mystical, and transcendent qualities. Purple combines the stability and calmness of blue with the passionate energy of red, creating a color with both depth and intensity. Here's a deeper look at the metaphysical properties of purple in spirit work. Spiritual awareness and intuition. Purple is frequently linked to the third eye chakra, ajna, which governs intuition, psychic abilities, and spiritual insight. It is considered a color that enhances clairvoyance, intuition, and psychic perception. Working with purple in spirit work can sharpen one's abilities to sense energies, hear messages from spiritual realm, and interpret symbols or visions. It is also associated with connection to higher realms. It can also help with transformation and healing. Purple is also associated with wisdom and knowledge, mysticism and magic. Historically, purple has been associated with mysticism and the occult, often used in ceremonies and practices related to the esoteric arts. In metaphysical traditions, it is seen as a color that enhances magical abilities, whether it's working with ceremonial magic, manifestation, or spiritual rituals. Purple is also associated with balance between the material and spiritual, the crown chakra activation, protection and spiritual awareness, symbolism of royalty and divinity. In summary, purple is a highly potent color in metaphysical practices, aligning the user with higher consciousness, intuition, transformation, and spiritual protection. Red. In metaphysical and spiritual practices, the color red is considered to carry powerful dynamic energies. It is strongly associated with the root chakra, Muladhara, which governs the physical body, survival instincts, and groundedness. Red is often linked to vitality, passion, and intense emotional experiences. Red is the color of the root chakra, which is directly tied to grounding, physicality, and the sense of security. It is considered a stabilizing force that connects you to the earth's energy. In spiritual work, the color red is used to anchor oneself in the physical world, providing the strength and security needed to embark on deeper spiritual practices. Red is also associated with vitality and the life force. Red is often seen as the color of life force energy. It is associated with vigor, strength, and endurance, making it a potent color for boosting physical energy and vitality. Spiritually, red is believed to invigorate the body and soul, increasing your zest for life and your ability to tackle challenges. Red is associated with passion and motivation. Red is the color of passion, desire, and willpower. It is linked to the emotional aspects of desire, ambition, and action. Spiritually, red helps to ignite motivation, stimulating your drive to pursue your goals and desires. Red is associated with courage and strength. Red embodies courage, bravery, and the ability to face challenges head on. It is a color that encourages fearlessness and determination. Red is also associated with protection and defense. Red is frequently associated with protection in metaphysical practices. It has a strong defensive quality and is often used to create spiritual shields or barriers. Red is also associated with manifestation and material success, healing and renewal, emotional expression and release, sexual energy and creativity, action and transformation, and love. While red is often associated with intensity, it also carries a deeply nurturing, loving energy. It is the color of romantic love and unconditional love. In summary, red is a color that embodies the energy of action, passion, vitality, and protection. Blue. In spiritual and metaphysical practices, the color blue holds significant symbolism and is often utilized in various forms of spirit work for its unique energetic qualities. Blue is associated with the throat chakra. In spirit work, blue is primarily associated with the throat chakra, Vishuddha, which governs communication, self-expression, and truth. Working with blue in spiritual practices helps to enhance one's ability to speak their truth, communicate clearly with higher beings or spirits, and receive divine guidance. Blue is also associated with enhancing psychic abilities. Blue is believed to be a color that strengthens psychic abilities particularly clairaudience, the ability to hear spirit voices, and clairvoyance, the ability to see beyond the physical realm. It is said to help attune the mind to higher frequencies, making it easier to receive messages from the spiritual world. Blue is also associated with protection and shielding, emotional healing and clarity, spiritual insight and divine connection, meditation and deep spiritual states, balancing energy, and calmness. In spirit work, blue is viewed as a powerful tool for enhancing communication, protection, emotional healing, and connection to the divine. Its energy is both calming and illuminating, making it a key color for spiritual practices, especially when working with the unseen realms. Orange. In metaphysical and spiritual practices, the color orange holds a powerful and dynamic energy, often associated with creativity, emotion, and personal transformation. It blends the warmth and vitality of red with the communication and intuition of yellow, creating a color that fosters balance between the physical and mental realms. Orange is linked to the sacral chakra, Svadhisthana, which governs creativity, sexuality, emotional expression, and joy. Orange is associated with creativity and inspiration, emotional healing and balance, joy and optimism. Orange is a color that radiates joy, warmth, and enthusiasm. It has a naturally uplifting and energizing effect, often used to cultivate a positive mindset and optimistic outlook. In spirit work, orange can be invoked to enhance happiness, boost mood, and bring more lightness and joy into one's life, particularly during periods of stagnation or sadness. Orange is also associated with sexual energy and vitality, personal power and confidence, abundance and prosperity, transformation and change, cleansing and purification, communication and social connections. It is also associated with vitality and physical energy. Orange is also associated with spiritual playfulness and fun, healing relationships. In summary, in spirit work, the color orange is a powerful ally for emotional healing, creativity, vitality, and transformation. It serves as a bridge between the physical and emotional realms, helping to balance energies and encourage self-expression. It enhances powerful energy, personal ability, joy, and optimism. By incorporating orange in spiritual practices, one can experience a greater sense of joy, creativity, empowerment, and transformation, while inviting abundance and growth into their life. Green. In spirit work, the color green is deeply connected to several metaphysical qualities that support healing, growth, and balance. Green is associated with healing and restoration. Green is strongly linked to physical, emotional, and spiritual healing. It is often used in spirit work to promote recovery and restore balance. In particular, green is associated with the heart chakra, which governs emotional well-being and relationships. The healing energy of green is believed to soothe emotional wounds, foster forgiveness, and restore harmony. Green is also associated with abundance and prosperity. Green is a color that symbolizes abundance, fertility, and prosperity. It is often invoked in rituals and practices related to manifesting wealth, success, and positive growth. Spirit workers may use green to attract prosperity or to nurture personal growth in various aspects of life. Green is also associated with connection to nature and earth, growth and transformation, balance and harmony, protection and cleaning and clearing, compassion and love, communication with spirits and nature spirits, mental clarity and focus. In spirit work, green is a versatile and powerful color associated with healing, growth, protection, and emotional balance. It can be used in various practices such as meditation, energy healing, manifestation, and communication with nature spirits to enhance spiritual well-being and align with positive energy forces. Yellow. In spirit work, the color yellow carries vibrant metaphysical qualities that are often linked to mental clarity, personal power, and creativity. Yellow is associated with mental clarity and insight. Yellow is often associated with the solar plexus chakra, which governs intellect, willpower, and personal power. In spirit work, yellow is used to enhance mental clarity, increase focus, and sharpen intuition. It helps clear mental fog, aiding in better decision-making and clear understanding during spiritual practices, making it an ideal color for those seeking answers or guidance. It is also associated with creativity and inspiration, personal power and confidence, joy and positivity, energy and vitality, communication with higher self, clarity in emotional healing, manifestation and success, spiritual enlightenment and wisdom. Yellow is often seen as a color linked to spiritual enlightenment and wisdom. It enhances one's ability to receive insights from higher consciousness, aiding in the deepening of spiritual knowledge and the understanding of life's deeper mysteries. It is sometimes used to open the mind to esoteric teachings and philosophical wisdoms. It is also associated with purification and cleansing. In spirit work, yellow is a powerful tool for promoting mental and spiritual clarity, creativity, and personal empowerment. It enhances communication with the higher self, encourages positivity, and can be used in various practices, including meditation, manifestation, and energy healing, to align the practitioner with their inner power and higher wisdom. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. And hopefully you'll use some of these ideas in your practice. Colors are powerful. Blessings, be well, and as always, God is love.